Hello everyone, what's up? So today I will talk about my assignment with title Review of 3 Digital Games. So for this assignment, we had to choose 3 digital games which. Okay, next for game mechanics. Game mechanics is used for all games, however, the theories and styles vary eventual importance to the game. And the interaction of various game mechanics in a game determines the difficulty and level of player interaction with the game, and combination with the game's environment and resources determine game balance. Next is for game story. Game story is a storytelling game where two or more persons collaborate on telling an impulsive story.
Hello, hi. Okay, today I want to continue with game aesthetic. Okay, firstly, game aesthetic are the emotional responses created in the player. There are 8 types of aesthetic. Firstly, it's sensation, fantasy, narrative, challenge, fellowship, discovery, expression, and lastly is submission. Okay, next we want to talk about game technology. Game technology is the software engineering, visual effect and animation, and also motion graphic that allows video game designers, developers, and programmers to create interactive entertainment.
Okay, next is I will explain about 3 types of digital games. And first game that I will explain is Candy Crush Saga in terms of game story explanation. So for game story, this game is we need to complete levels by swapping the color piece of candy on the board, and then it have to match of 3 or more the same colors with the same colors. By eliminating those candies, it will replace with the new ones, and it could potentially create further matches. Okay, boards have various of goals. Each of the boards have a various of goals that must be complete by the players. So when they complete all the boards, they will keep on upgrade the levels with the game. Yeah. So if the players meet the level goals, they will be given 1 to 3 stars, and it depends on their scores. So with that, they can proceed into the next level, or else they will lose on life and must try again. So next is game mechanics for Candy Crush Saga. First is epic meaning and calling. So for this, unlike most of the games, Candy Crush Saga does not have a particularly compelling narrative that on its own. Instead, the impressive meaning and calling comes from game techniques such as beginner's luck, Destiny Child, and getting a free lunch. Players experience beginner luck when they start the primary levels, which allow them to easily get 3 stars for matching candies and crushing them.
Okay, we continue on Candy Crush Saga. Candy Crush Saga game aesthetic have 3. They are sensation, challenge, and submission. Okay, the sensation of Candy Crush Saga, the game's touch control are very well and allow the players to swish around the candies quick and efficient. game, this game have very nice 2D arts along with some very short and great sound effects. Okay, and the challenge, these games have only 5 failed attempts until you have to wait for life to replenish. This means that each failed goal result in the player not progressing. Okay, and a lot of competition mechanisms are in the game as it's a social game. Okay, and the fourth and lastly submission, the puzzle game that are especially on mobile phone are often used to pass the time. For game technology of software that used in Candy Crush Saga is also a very difficult to get to know what they use, but I tried to find it and I found that this Candy Crush Saga game, they use C++ code for mobile and ActionScript for Facebook. And the developer of Candy Crush Saga developed the game client both use C++, and they also use default system. They produce the system, and now the system is now everyone can be use it to.
Okay, next for second game, which is Clash of Clans, I will talk about. First is game story and followed by game mechanics. So game story for COC is the players need to build their own town by using the resources gained from the attacking other players through the game's fighting feathers. The core resources are gold, elixirs, and dark elixirs. Okay, so the players also can join to create a clans by groups of up to 50 people who can participate in clan wars together, donate and receive trophies, and chat with each others. As the player earn more trophies, they can climb the ranks and match against opponents of equal or greater skill. And the main goal of this game is to work player way to the very top, the champion class. So to get there, they need to spend either quite a bit of time or quite a bit of money to upgrade the village, train the soldiers, and develop the best strategies for both offenses and defense. As the village grows and improves, they will build a new buildings that will give the players to access to the new tools for offense and defense. Village grow classically focus around leveling up their town hall, which means their village will grow in stage. Okay, next for game mechanics for COC is object of game. The object of game is upgrade stuff to higher levels. However, maxing takes years and years if you do not buy gems. Not only is it a faster way to earn lots, but to take it from others so can get a goal faster than them. A few ways to rank the players is by level, town hall level, ratio of max buildings to town hall levels, and achievements.
Next, what is Clash of Clans game aesthetic? Okay, based on the reports that I read in the internet that said the emotion of the players that often appear in Clash of Clans is 34 times. Okay, the surprise 28 times, joy 14 times, and when and another emotion is sadness, anger, fear, and it's only appear less than 10 times. Okay, and this game is a fantasy theme which the player is a chief of
About the
village.
game technology that you use in the Clash of Clans. Actually, there's not a lot of info about the game technology that used in the Clash of Clans, or specified is COC, but from my reading, okay, the game technology that I found is that they use is Objective C and C++, and the server code is in Java. And the Clash of Clans game graphic. The last game, digital games, is Pokemon Go. Also, I will talk about the game story and game mechanics. First is game story. So for game story for the Pokemon Go is, after creating a game account, players create and customize their own favorite avatars. Once they create it, the avatar will show on a map based on the player's geographical locations. Topographies on the maps include Pokécops and Pokemon's gyms. As players start to move within their real world surrounding, the avatar will move within the game's map. Unlike other installments in the Pokemon series, players in Pokemon Go do not battle wild Pokemon to catch them. So during an encounter with a wild Pokemon, a player may throw a Pokeball at it by flicking it from the bottom of the screen up towards the Pokemons. It's like a swipe up. Factors are if the Pokemons if the Pokemons is successfully caught, it will come under the ownership of the players, so they will get the marks. Okay, next is game mechanics for Pokemon Go. For this, it is virality. In Pokemon Go, there is no feature that allow you to extend life of playing session by inviting of reaching out to friends. In fact, the social graph is almost not existing in Pokemon Go. Instead, the players are in a game. Social graph is an extension of a supplemented version of real-world social graph. Smartphone users seem someone's playing. For the Pokemon Go game aesthetic is our augmented reality and location-based game, and all other activities in Pokemon Go game, including battle, training, trace, are based on the capture and catch of the Pokemon. When the player is trying to achieve their goals and win the game, besides controlling Pokemon games, what the player needs to do first is to find and capture Pokemon. The capture of Pokemon feel innovative and fun in the beginning, but soon, lastly, is the Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go, they use Unity. Okay, do you know that? Unity is the cross-platform real-time engine that developed by Unity Technologies. This game first announced and released is in June 2005 at Apple Company, and on 2018 the engine has been expanded to support 27 platform, and the engine can be used to create both 3D and 2D game as well as simulation for its many platform. Besides that, the Pokemon Go game is also used for a mobile device GPS to locate, capture, battle, train, virtual catch